All right, guys, a little bit of a walk around of some of our ASC equipment. This is our D5G. It's a LGP, stands for low ground pressure. She got about 10,000 hours on it. We bought it 3.5 years ago. It's going to be the 4th season. We paid about $42,000 for this little machine. She's been pretty good for us overall. It's got a 6-way angle blade on it. We put the mast on there for laser, so we can deal with that and do some real fine grading with it. Just had new tracks put on her where we did the chains and sprockets and segments and everything. We broke a track last year. Bolts on the master link gave out, so here she is. She's a good little running machine. We just used the snot out of it. She's been overworked. There's times we've treated her more like a D7 instead of a D5. She's good for us right now. It all works really well. Got a mount up there. That's the tractor I was running the other day in the videos. You'll be seeing more of her. She's been the backbone of what we've been trying to get done for the last 3 years. Then over here, we've got our 330 John Deere excavator. So we bought this one right after we got the 5, and she's been a good old girl. Doghouse got chewed up. We didn't have it latched down properly in a windstorm a year ago, and it was parked the wrong direction. The wind got a hold of that doghouse and flipped it over and just tore the snot out of the hinges and everything. We'll get around to replacing that. This one also had new tracks done to it, new segments, sprockets, chains, a little bit of other stuff on the undercarriage. You know, we use National Tractor parts over there in Plano for that. They do a really nice job for us. So here's our new ditching bucket. Now this is kind of funny. You look at this big stick here, you look at this tractor, and it looks like we got a teaspoon on the end of it, but that's our new smooth edge ditching bucket that we just picked up. So when we do some of the other work like we did over on that ditch the other day, that we get a nice smooth bottom. Normally that's our 60-inch digging bucket. So you can see, we'll get them side by side here in one of the vids, but you can see the difference on that. We got a quick connector on her, so we can change the buckets out. We've also got a 24-inch bucket. So this one cost us about $55,000, and so between this, the first ones we did were the 5, and then this guy and the 963. And those 3 machines, we ended up paying $135,000 for. And just to give you an idea about it, the cleanup work we did on the 600 a year and a half ago, that work we ended up paying out about $17,500 to do it. $10,000 of that was the rental of an off-road truck. So the cost for us to do our own dirt work, we're paying, you know, 20 cents on the dollar, if that, with everything. So this is the north side where that water starts to drain into that ditch we did the other day. I'll give you another view over here. This is where those 9 bays are going in. Right in here. And right here, along this side here, is where that 200 is going to go. But part of the problem is that berm is in the way. So that berm's got to get moved. So I got to strip the black where the 5-stand berm is going, then take that dirt and move it over there and fill that in, so I can strip all this out and start taking this berm that I'm standing on right here and extend it that way. Then we got to nudge that one a little bit, so we've got an end for a path around here and everything. We'll get that. So that's what we've got going on here. But that's our 330, our D5. Those are two of the workhorses we have around here, and we have the ability to do a lot of work with these machines. So okay, let's go over and see the D8. All right, this is our new pride and joy, our D8T. She's an 07 model. Came to us with about 10,000 hours on it. So for you other guys from other gun clubs out there that want to get an idea as to why we're doing this and how, so our calculations show we got a ton of dirt to move. I'm thinking we're going to be well over 100,000, could be knocking on 200,000 yards, and the only way to do that work is to really come in with some scrapers and a push cat and get it done. Well, you spend $40,000 or $50,000 on an old beat up machine, and who knows what you're going to get and what you're going to have at it for maintenance and issues like that. This came from Illinois Truck. We've rented equipment from them in the past. They're not sponsoring us or doing anything like that, but Mike Hennessy was our sales rep. We'll give Mike a plug there. Treated us pretty right. So this machine was listed out there at $185,000, and we negotiated with them. It was originally set up for a winch, didn't have the winch on it. We got them to put a drawbar on it. They delivered it for us, and we negotiated on the price a bit, but all said and done, tax, title, plates, you know, she came in under 200. The issue here is that, so if I wanted to rent this machine from Illinois Truck, it would run me about $50,000 for 90 days. So our loan on this machine is going to cost us, the note payments for the first 12 months are going to be $50,000 and change, $52,000. So I now get a 12-month rental on the same machine for virtually the same price. And now, as you can see, all the rain and stuff we've got on here, because when you rent a machine, they really don't care if it rains or if it's sunshine. They don't care if you put, you know, the 45 hours a week they give you or 2 hours on it. They get their rental fee either way. So at the end of a 4-year loan on this machine, we will have paid $22,000 in interest. If we turn around and sell this machine and all we've done is basic maintenance to it, because knock on wood, we don't have any major mechanical issues, then at the end of 4 years I sell this machine for what I paid for it, I will end up having $22,000 into a 4-year rental. If we lose a little bit of money on it, let's just say that we take a little bit of a hit and the whole thing cost me $50 at the end of the day, then I've got $50,000 into a 4-year rental on a machine. So you're looking at what, about $12,500 a year, as opposed to $50,000 for 90 days. So you're going to pay the fuel either way. The only difference is maintenance is on us. She's a clean machine except for the mud I got on it from doing some work the other day. That's when I found that drain tile. And she's a lot bigger than the 5. but she's ours. And she's going to do a lot of work, and she will manhandle those scrapers and those TS14s with the right guy in it. And I know that we got the right guys to do it, so we're going to do that. You're going to see it. I'm going to take some time now and get up to it, and I got to go put a camera mount up there so we can run the GoPros and do that kind of stuff and see what we got. But that is the new queen of the ball, the belle of the ball for us. And we expect to get a lot of work out of her this season. So actually, we already got some work out of her. We got all that snow, and when we ran out of places to push snow with the pickup truck and whatever, we ended up getting the 8 and rolling back some snow. We had snow mounds and piles that were about as tall as that tractor. So she come in handy. But if you guys want to know where your dues money goes, you want to know where your assessment money goes, this is part of it, and this is the financial thinking of the board, that long term we're better. We're not going to keep this machine forever. We will turn around and sell this when we're done with the major work. And after a couple of years, we get everything done, because we've got the ranges on the west side, we got the ranges up here for the action side. We've got to do the parking lot over there on E1 through E5. We've got some work to do over on Shotgun with their new ranges, and then we've got the path around Sporting Clays and the berms over there. So then if we get around to doing the site work, if we end up doing the site work and go to phase 2, then we'll end up starting on the campground and the RV park, depending on the budget. Because right now it's volunteer hours. It is fuel and time, our investment into this. And we buy the guys lunch. So if you want to come out and volunteer, if you're an ASE member that's got some experience with equipment, we're always looking for volunteers and stuff. Just reach out to me and we'll get you. But that's it. See ya.